What is up, beautiful, amazing, and lovely people of YouTube? How's it going? I hope everyone is having an amazing day today. I'm just on lunch from work, and I know it's been a little bit since I've made a video. I'm doing the best that I can to keep making video content. I've just been feeling bleh and kind of like secluding myself and not really wanting to show my face in the world, I guess. But I had a kind of topic come to my heart that I wanted to discuss really quick with all of you beautiful people. And so I'm going to get right to it. It is crucify your feelings. So, you know, you may have noticed in this day and age in our society, it's really popular to just like chase your feelings and go with your heart, and you know, feelings are kind of like society's everything right now. It's like the end all be all, and it's just all about doing your thing and doing what feels good, and you know, very satanic, very worldly, and very misled. And you know, I have 3 tips for this type of mentality. Preaching to myself here too. Obviously, we all like doing what feels good. Our flesh wants us to do what feels good. And our feelings want to respond in a way that's usually defensive or feels the best, or we're just giving into our emotions like anger or defensiveness. And you know, there's a better way. I have long since been very obsessed with controlling my emotions. And, you know, I'm not always that great at it. And to a degree, I think that can be kind of toxic too, right? Because it's like, you don't want to shove things down where you're like denying that you even feel a certain way and being totally out of touch with your own emotions either. Like, that's not healthy. But controlling it, because, you know, you can't control people around you, you can't control situations around you, but what you can control is yourself. And, you know, I had this really deep obsession with Spock from Star Trek when I was really little, because I related to the volatility of the Vulcan emotional range, shall we say, and, you know, I felt a lot of feelings. There was lots of feelings going on, and you know, I'm a very emotional person, as most humans are. And, you know, I got very obsessed with kind of like the whole Vulcan ideology of maintaining and controlling your feelings, as it were. So, you know, that is something that I, to this day, strive to not crunch down and stuff my feelings down and deny them, but rather take it in stride and manage it. And so I'm gonna go over 3 of those. I gotta monitor my time here because I don't have that long to chat, but you guys already know, like, I got 3 tips, and I would give these tips to myself too. Like, I'm not perfect, I make mistakes, but the number 1 would be, you know, if you don't feel like it, you know, oh, I don't feel like it. Like, I know I should do this, I just really don't feel like it. You know, I know I should talk to this person, I just really don't, I'm not feeling it. Like, it's gonna be a hard conversation, it's gonna be awkward, it's gonna be this and that, it's gonna be all these different things that I don't want to deal with at the moment. Look, like, we all have hard things in life. We do. We have hard things that we don't want to do. We have things that we need to say to people that we really don't want to say to people. That's just how it is. Like, we need to be mature, realistic adults and get it over and on with, and rely on the Lord. I would recommend setting time aside, if at all possible, before you deal with this big or stressful or whatever the situation, event that it is. You know, talking to your boss, talking to someone you're fighting with, you know, whatever it might be. There's lots of things like we don't want to do because we're having feelings. Set some time aside, pray, surrender it to God, okay? Let him know, like, be honest with God. this is hard for me too, because sometimes I don't even understand what it is I'm feeling. I'm just like, you know, like it's hard to articulate sometimes what the feelings are, because, you know, sometimes we go the other way of giving into our feelings where we just deny that they exist altogether, and that's a whole other video. But, you know, pray, give it over to God, and then put on your big boy pants, put on your big girl pants, and do the hard thing. You know, do the hard thing. It's going to be worth it. You're going to get so much growth afterwards. You're going to be blessed because of it. And, you know, the accountability or the confrontation, you know, that you're going to have, the resolution that you're going to have because of this, I don't know who I'm preaching to, but it's going to be a blessing to you and a learning point for you and that other party that you are avoiding. So do the hard thing. You can do it. Like, rest on Jesus, lean on him, let the Holy Spirit come in, pray about it. You know, even if it's a 5-second in your mind, just, Lord, please help me with this. Like, I get it. I hate having like awkward or confrontational conversations. Hate it. I hate it. Like, I really hate that. But, you know, as adults, these are things we have to do. These are things, we can do hard things, you guys. We can do hard things, okay? My second piece of advice would be to take a moment, okay? Whatever it is you're feeling, take a moment, please. Like, sit down, take a breath. We're all guilty of just, like, reacting, right? Don't just react. Like, really take a second, like, get away from the situation if you can at all, you know? Maybe your heart rate's getting elevated. Maybe you're starting to get anxiety. You're getting those butterflies, like you're like feeling like you're in some kind of danger. Your fight or flight kicks on. Like, step away, take some deep breaths, get control over yourself. Ask God, Lord, give me the patience, give me the calm, give me the peace. Like, allow me to get through this. He will come through for you. I 100% promise you. So take that moment. Like, don't rush it, okay? Don't rush things when you're in your feelings. It's just a bad idea. Like, I'm telling you, you're going to get swept away. Those feelings are not the end all be all, okay? Use your brain. Use your brain, not your feelings, okay? The heart is treacherous. We all know this, okay? So this is very important, especially if it's not in a small thing, if it's in a big thing, like whatever it is, it's important that you do this. Number 3, vent to the Lord. You guys, tell God, oh my God, I'm so frustrated. Like, you know, this person did this today, or like, God, why is it like this? Why is it unfair? Why is this happening? Like, you know, tell him. Don't keep this stuff pent up inside of you, or it's just gonna build and fester and feel terrible, and like you're either gonna unleash it on someone eventually, or it's going to get bottled up inside of you and cause like literal diseases in your body and stuff. Like, we don't want any of that stuff. It's all bad. Cry out to the Lord, ask for his advice. He will reveal things to you that are like crazy, and you're gonna be like, wow, that's like a perfect solution that I never thought of to this situation. I'm telling you 100%, vent all your frustrations, your worries, your concerns, your heartaches, like anything you have at all. Give it up to God, surrender to him. He's here to help us. He wants to know how you're feeling, how you're doing, what your struggles are, what areas you need help with. So yeah, those are my 3 things that I would recommend, you know. Quick, easy, super helpful, honestly. I mean, maybe it sounds obvious, but you'd be surprised. Like, and it's not really obvious, because when you're caught up in those emotional moments, you're not thinking with your logical brain. You're thinking with like your fast-acting reptilian defensive, like fight or flight brain, and that's not good for anyone. So, you know, that would be some quick advice that I have for others and for myself. You know, we try to embody these things. We try to embody the words of Jesus, live in his footsteps, follow after him, and really crucify these feelings. You know, our feelings are not anything other than a reaction. And while they are a valid reaction based on the experiences we've had, it really doesn't tell us anything about the reality in a situation. And that's where people have it so twisted in this day and age, because, you know, something can happen to me and I will feel all kinds of ways and be very like in my feelings and think that I know exactly what's going on because of a certain way that I feel. And then when I really am able to see the full picture from talking to different people or what have you, I'm like, oh, like it's more than what I felt it was, you know? So your feelings are, you know, there for a reason and are sometimes even a good compass, but they can also be very toxic and they can also be very misled and mistaken. So just, you know, take that as you will. That's my advice and my word for someone out there today who is maybe struggling with having whole lots of feelings and doesn't really know what to do or how to cope with it. And you know, that's something that we all struggle with. I think being human is not easy. We have a lot of emotions, we have a lot of thoughts, a whole lot of distractions, and a whole lot of things going on. So you know, maybe tip number 4 that I would add is like, don't beat yourself up when you have feelings. You know, we all go through it, we all are going through it, and it's part of life. So take a deep breath, rest on the Lord, vent to Him, step away before you do or say anything that you're going to regret. You know, take time away, get your heart rate down and settled, and then go and win the battle in the name of Jesus. Okay, I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for tuning in. I will be back soon with a new video. I know I haven't been making... It's hard to make videos like when I just don't feel... I'm like depressed and just, you know... But I'm getting through it. That's a feeling also. So, you know, I didn't feel like making this video, but I'm making the video anyway. So that's another thing. So stay blessed up, stay prayed up, stay fasted up, and I will talk to you guys in the next video. I love you so much. And also remember, if you wouldn't be doing it in heaven, you should probably not be doing it here either, okay? I love you guys so much. I'll talk to you next time. Peace.